Florida Beatbox Battle Wildcards have ended on December 5th and the level was crazy high. In this video, I will share with you 4 tips you can apply in your wildcards to maximize your chances of getting in a tournament. And maybe it will help for your GBB wildcards. I will share my experience. I won 7 wildcards in all my beatbox career, mostly for French beatbox events, but I will also share tips from other beatboxers. Tip number 1, correct your timing if you are not 100% comfortable with it. I have already talked about timing in my YouTube channel, you can find many videos about it, but that's the first step. Timing is the basics of beatbox and music. Be able to perform your beats in the right timing. If you are not comfortable with your timing, you will find yourself stuck later in your beatbox evolution and even for creating or for performing live. You will also find yourself stuck while recording your wildcard because you will take many tries and a try can be very different one from another. If you have timing problems, fix it as soon as you can. And for this, I have a solution. I made a video course about the timing in beatbox. It is free and you can reach it on my website. This way you will learn how timing works as a beatboxer and you will be able to apply it for your own beats. The second tip is about a structure trick. There are many ways of structuring a routine and this will be the topic of another video, but in this second tip I will share with you a structure trick that you can apply in one of your drops. River analyzed my French Beatbox Championship wildcard, which I reached the 5th place with as an elimination round.
C'est un bon exemple de quelque chose que vous pouvez faire pour vos wildcards. Ça veut dire que là, il y a 2 éléments dans le drop.
This is me breaking up the stage.
Il y a ça. Ok. Et il y a... Et en vrai, je vois souvent dans des wildcards des gens, genre par exemple avoir ces 2 idées là, en faire un drop, ensuite une montée, et ensuite un deuxième drop de ces 2 éléments. Alors qu'ils auraient pu avoir par exemple un drop beaucoup plus efficace en mixant les deux en fait. Et avoir beaucoup plus d'impact, beaucoup plus d'éléments de surprise en faisant ça. Moi ça m'est arrivé pour plein de wildcards où j'avais 2 idées comme ça que j'avais vraiment envie de mettre dans une wildcard et où je me disais comment je vais faire, je vois pas où est-ce qu'il y a l'espace, est-ce que je fais un premier drop, ensuite un deuxième, et alors qu'au final la meilleure idée c'était de le mixer quoi. Donc là c'est exactement ce qu'il fait.
River is saying here that you can apply in your wildcards this AB scheme as a structure in your beatbox drop. He explains that sometimes he found himself stuck in the composition of his wildcard by wondering, okay, I have this ID, but I also have this ID, how can I mix them? Should I make a first drop and then a second drop with these 2 IDs? And he says that sometimes the best ID was to make this AB scheme. So in the same drop you have the 2 IDs to create surprise. And it is also used in music production to create surprise. Look at this example. That was the choice I made when I composed this routine, but don't take it as an absolute rule. Look at this Footbox G elimination from the World Champs.
Chest down.
There is no AB scheme, it's just the same ID looping over and over, but it's so well composed that it works for sure. For this AB scheme, each letter represents a bar. So A is bar 1, B is bar 2, A is bar 3, and B is bar 4. And if you want to know more about the structure of this track and how I composed it, you can check my video dedicated on the structure of this routine. Third tip, contrast low and high sounds. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe not to miss the newest videos. Analyze the best beatboxers in the world and notice they all use this rule. If a drop has only high sounds or only bass sounds, it will sound empty most of the time. And you can definitely create your sound identity by contrasting these low and high sounds. Identify the low and high sounds you have and see how you can implement them in your beats. For example, I had this build up in the same routine. It's pretty much only low percussive sounds, and the second part sounds pretty much like 2H. In this case, I decided to implement new high sounds in this build-up, because there was only low sounds and the high sounds make a contrast. Now it sounds more like this. So there is a bit more character to it. For example, you can have a bassy drop and you can add here and there some high sounds. These are just a few examples to give you some ideas. So yeah, as I said, this rule will help you find your sound identity, which is the fourth point. Find your identity. Finding your sound identity, your style, is the life goal of any beatboxer and even artists. We all want to stand out as an artist. This specific point is a long-term parameter and has to be worked every day. Do not try to please judges and do what vibrates inside of you. Bucky Blanco is an amazing example for this. He lets his ideas take over rather than just pleasing judges to get all the possibilities points for a wildcard.
Bucky Blanco!
He's a great example of originality like Bronix.
Next step.
Alem is an interesting example as well. Too much technique? Nah, I don't care. Let me do my things and grind as much as I can.
Let me do my thing.
Jin doesn't care if he doesn't feel the technical criteria of beatbox, from what people can think, because I think what he does is very technical in terms of vocal technique. He just lets music speak. There are different ways to develop your identity, and I think it is a long process, a long way. Try to explore new sounds, learn new sounds, implement them in a certain way, learn new melodic sounds, because these kinds of sounds has your voice, and your voice can be unique. Using more vocal sounds can be a very good way to stand out.
Sleep is the cousin of death.
Take inspiration from what you listen, the music you listen, the beatboxers you listen. You can take inspiration in other fields, like maybe a movie, maybe a book, maybe the nature. I don't know, but there can be a lot of different inspiration sources. For this, you need to take action every day to dedicate yourself to finding your own style. Maybe do some beatbox training sessions and work on this specific thing. Dedicate sessions just to learn a sound, to explore a new sound, maybe a sound that doesn't even exist in beatbox. Try different positions. There are different ways of working your beatbox, and this is a topic I cover in my free beatbox training kit, in which you find ideas for a training beatbox session, rules to become a pro beatboxer. You will also learn how to reach your goals as a beatboxer. I also cover productive training sessions, how you can make it the most effective as possible. So you can grab everything there in the beatbox training kit. Link is in the description. It's 100% free. Don't worry about it. And I really thank you for watching my video. I hope this format helped you. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, and see you for the next video.